Silver burns under the smoky sky. Steel beats racing on the line. The thrill of speed makes the cold pour shine. Welcome to Pit Lane Paul, where the engines scream and the spirits soar. Grab a drink, feel the thunder roar. This is the place you've been looking for.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Pit Lane 4. All right, I'm Sean. You got Tim and you got Michael in the house today. First off, boys, let's start this show off right. I know we're going to be talking about Formula One, our 2026 predictions, but what y'all drinking? Michael, what are you drinking right now?
Man,
You sticking with
good
good old
lime
classic.
garage beer.
Sticking with the classics.
Where the garage is always open, son.
Oh, my land. Timmy, what you drinking tonight?
I'm actually on my second to last of my big case of Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. Probably my favorite Oktoberfest at that.
All right. Well, for Christmas, my buddy at work, his name's Aaron De La Cruz. Yeah, Aaron, I just said your name on the camera. Aaron De La Cruz gave me this beautiful water. It's beautiful. It's water. It's literally identifies as water.
It's a great koozie.
But he gave me to try is a Lagunitas IPA, the legendary Indian Pale Ale. So, I mean, we're going to try it out right now. I ain't never tried it. Ain't never
I ain't never had that before.
heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I've never ate it or drank it.
Got like a little bit of a sweet smell to it.
At least
That's
it
not
don't
bad.
taste like.
That's not
no.
bad.
Okay.
That's actually pretty damn good. For 6.2,
I'll try that one.
pretty all right. I like it. So, Aaron, thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Second to business. This show will be airing tomorrow, 15 of 2026. And we gotta bring out a quick special shout out to Mom. Let's do this right here, right now. Let's get it professionalized. Drum roll, please. It is not only our brother Michael's birthday tomorrow, but it's Matthew's birthday as well, his twin brother. So we gotta give us a little cheer for that.
I'll make sure and tell him that you mentioned his name on our podcast.
You better share this with him.
Hey, he better be
So-
watching the podcast.
Yeah, you better be
By
watching.
golly,
the
I
podcast.
will give it to him so he can watch it. Okay.
So happy birthday, big brother Michael, and happy birthday, Matthew. I hope
Thank
it's
you.
a blessed one tomorrow, and you guys have an incredible day with whatever you're doing. And Matthew, since you're going to be listening to this and hearing this, please run Michael's ass over, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Mama, because I know Mama's going to be sitting there watching it too. Mama, hi. How you doing? It's been a long time, but you're probably looking good. All right, let's get down to business, boys. We are talking about Formula One 2026 predictions. I mean, we're doing this before the testing, before everything starts testing, so we don't know what none of the cars are like. It's all hearsay. There's a lot of rumors going around, but we have to start out with some bad news and some sad news in the Formula One. And that is my boy, Valtteri Bottas, on the first race will be serving a 5-grid place penalty. All because his brakes locked up in 2024 in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And he ran into Magnussen.
Yep.
And now the FIA will not take away that those little 5-grid placements. I figured, me personally, I love Valtteri. Love his hair. Love his mustache. Great freaking accent as well. In Formula One right now, he's my number 2. He's my number 2 favorite. But it hurts my soul to have him have to start 5-grid places back. In the Cadillac, the American car.
Yep.
It does not sit well with me, and I think the FIA needs to fix it.
I think so too. I think that after the season's over,
It's
Why?
over.
I mean, if you have a seat,
It shouldn't
if you have
carry
a seat
over.
for the next year, carry it over. But if you don't have a seat for the next year, don't carry it over for another season after that. That's
Don't
ridiculous.
Exactly.
don't carry it
Exactly.
over to the next year.
No, they should carry. If they have a seat, I think it's fair. I think, say you go into the last race, go in the last race of Abu Dhabi, and fuck it. Let's say Max hits somebody, and he doesn't serve his grid placement because he wrecked out. Max should still have to serve that second year if he's still got a spot. But if he doesn't have a seat, I think it should be waived for the year that he comes back, because that's a bunch of crap. Because what are they going to do? Are they going to, say, just for funsies, say Max decides he hits somebody in Abu Dhabi this upcoming season, and he decides he doesn't want to race the year after. And he goes a couple years without racing in Formula One, decides, like Michael Schumacher did, to come back. Should he have to still deal with that 5 grid placement
No.
after
No.
more than 1 year of sitting? I don't think so.
ridiculous.
I don't think so.
I don't agree with it.
So that's some bullshit, and I'm just gonna put it out there right fucking now, because that's ridiculous. That's not okay with me.
No.
So Valtteri, if you're hearing this, love the stash, love the hair. Bullshit that they're giving you the 5 grid placement penalty. That's a bunch of shit. Okay, now that news is over.
Get all that out of your system. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
I only disagreed with one part of it.
yeah. I
He
know
has
you
the
like this weird
second
one.
best mustache.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Just fucking stupid.
This is
What is it? Because Max is growing a mustache? Is that what's happening right now?
No. Is he trying to? Please tell
I
him
hope
to
not.
shave it.
Please don't.
Tell him to shave it.
Yeah, like
Max,
please don't.
Max, keep the little scruff, but don't
Yeah.
do it, Max.
Don't do it.
All right, let's dive into this hard-nosed business of Formula One off season. So I don't know. Have you guys heard the rumors about Red Bull and Mercedes having a little advantage?
Yes, sir. I have.
Tim, will you elaborate, please?
So what we're looking at is it is an advantage within the drivetrain that because of the way that they are designed, and I don't have all the technical terms and everything, so I'll come back with that on a separate podcast as we get closer. But basically what it does is it allows them to have it's a faster ratio within that drivetrain, which can give them, is it up to 0.3 of a second faster? I believe that like within 1/10 of a second or 0.3 of a second faster just because of this ratio, which
So-
is impressive.
My question is this truth or myth? Is it a bunch of paddock talk, or is it actual legit information? And see,
From-
that's the greatest part right here, is that we don't know
We don't.
until they test them cars out.
I will say this. From what I've heard from different sources and stuff, the FIA has even been approached about it. And there's nothing that they're going to do, I guess, maybe until, like, there's technically nothing that they can do because we're not running yet, right? Season's technically not started. But the law has already been written, and the way that they can get around this is the cars are, weighed and everything before and after the race. So they cannot penalize them for something like that during the race. Okay? So that is how they can technically get away with this, is that the performance would be there. But then when it's like idling or whatever, or they shut it off, it's the same. It's the same. They have found a performance loophole. So I love it. I love it. It brings controversy.
I mean, it's really all about what kind of advantages you can get over your opponent. So, I mean,
And
I
it's
guess
legal.
props to Red Bull and Ferrari for figuring it out.
Agreed.
So, with that being said, this is how it breaks down for 2026 when it comes to engines and who's got what engine sitting in their vehicle. So Mercedes, of course, has the Mercedes engine in it. Ferrari's going Ferrari. Red Bull Ford is powertrain's partnership is with Ford.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going with Ford. McLaren's running a Mercedes. Aston Martin will be running Honda, and it's an exclusive partnership, so it's only Aston Martin related. Alpine is switching from their Renault engine that they had last year to go to a Mercedes engine. Williams is running Mercedes. Haas is running Ferrari. Racing Bulls is, of course, running the Ford. Audi is running the new Audi, and then Cadillac's running a Ferrari until 2029. So, with that being said, there's other rumors that I've heard around other podcasters and news articles that this Ferrari engine is supposed to be shit. So, does that put Cadillac and Haas, and who else did I say? Cadillac, Haas, Ferrari, does that put them at a huge disadvantage if it's a shit engine?
Absolutely. I'm going to say it's definitely going to put them at a disadvantage, but I feel like who out of the three is going to find a way to make it work? Like, who's going to find a way to still salvage this unit to maximize it? I mean, is it going to be Ferrari? You know, they should know the engine better than anybody. Is it going to be the new upcoming American Cadillac team who has so much to prove? They don't want to just step in here and be a team. They want to be a high-level, mid-level team, at least their first year. I'm sure they have ambitions higher than that, but not until they start making their own engine do I see them being in the top 5. So,
Michael?
Well, all I can say about it is, Ferrari better hope they figure it out, or they're going to be losing Leclerc after 8 races or whatever it was in his contract. So, Ferrari, you better get your crap together. I mean, that's all I can say.
it might not be the only person they lose.
I know, right?
I mean, it really is a big topic. I mean, that's why the reason I bring these up is the fact that we're going to go into picking our who's going to win the constructors, who's going to win the drivers championship, who's going to be the most improved team on the grid, most improved driver, and who's going to win the first race. I mean, so really that engine could really define a season for a driver, for a team, for multiple teams. And I think that's why right now, for me, anyone that's running, if this is all true and not myth, I think anyone that's running the Ford engine or the Mercedes engine is going to have a way big advantage compared to those other ones. And I see at that point a lot of teams dropping and falling back that should be up in the front, like a Ferrari.
Absolutely.
So let's dive into it. I've already written my stuff down. I'm going to be writing all y'all's stuff down too, because we're going to look at this at the first couple races. We're going to look at it at the middle of the year, and we're going to finish it at the end of the year and see who was the closest to being right and who's the biggest dummy out of the brothers, because one of us is going to be the biggest dummy. I think it's going to be Tim.
It might.
And it's because Tim's too much of a Max fan.
Don't you go there. Hey, why don't you turn that hat around so everybody can see? Look at this man. Look at that. Already rocking that hat.
I know, man. I know.
All right, don't get it twisted, Tim.
I know.
Don't get this twisted.
I know.
This is a certified Daniel Ricciardo hat.
It just happened to work.
Just because Max is the number 3 this year doesn't mean that I'm going to pick him to win it all.
Okay.
So let's get down into it. All right, I'm going to go first. We're going to go constructors first.
Okay, get straight.
Mercedes wins it. Reasoning for saying that is George is going to have a really good year this year. And if all this is true that we are talking about, I mean, they showed promise at the end with Kimi and with George and with everything that was going on, hot damn, they were looking good at the end of the season. They looked better than Ferrari. They damn sure looked better than Red Bull because Red Bull couldn't get their shit together on that second seat. And I mean, if they would have been coming alive like they did at the end of the season, at the beginning of the season, I think they could have challenged McLaren a little bit more than what they did for the constructors. I don't think McLaren would have got that many points ahead of everybody and been done so soon.
I think
So
some
one
of that
Mercedes.
I think some of that has to do though with Kimmy learning the car.
He's young. It's his first year in the car. I see it being a whole different year this year. So with that being said,
I think he learned a lot this year.
oh, 100%.
Definitely learned a lot this year.
Like not to let Lando pass him so Max could have won it.
Don't get me started, bro.
But
Just saying. If he would have just stuck that line like he did the whole damn race with Lando
he's
behind
never
him,
gonna
Max
live
would be
that
the
down.
2025 to
But,
2026 world champion. Bullshit. Bullshit,
Jimmy drove
Kimmy.
me to
All right. Let's get on track. Number two.
all right, back to it.
This is where I started getting a little like, I'm going to say Red Bull takes number 2 this year. I think you got Max coming in. He's going to be hot heavy. He's got that number 3 on the car on the front. He's really going to be driving that thing, and he's going to really have a good season if the car's up to it. And I also think Isaac could be there too and be a nice number 2. He showed promise last year. This year he should be just as well. Going in the third, it was kind of hard at 3, but I went with McLaren just because they're running the Mercedes engine. And they got 2 hot drivers. I don't see them taking first. I just don't. I see a down year this year. I don't see them having the best driver or the best 2 drivers. I just see it being a down year for them. And then this one was a real big toss-up for me. And it goes back to the engines. And I decided, and this is big, this is bold. It's going to be probably where I become the big dummy. But I am going to go Aston Martin at 4. Oh. They got Newey. They've got Newey at the helm. They got a Honda engine. If Honda has shown us anything in the last few years, they can create a damn good engine. Newey's very familiar with the engine, very familiar with the company, very familiar with them as a partner. I just see if they don't do it this year, or do something this year, Alonso's walking. And if they don't do it this year, I think they need to get rid, again, of Stroll. If he can't do something with a Newey engine, with a Newey car, you just can't. So that's why I put them there. I think they're going to be a dominant team coming into it. And then I'm leaving Williams at 5.
Okay.
But I had mixed feelings with Williams and Aston Martin on switching them back and forth. I had a real tough time putting Aston in front of Williams, but I could not. Oh, they could be switched. I honestly think they could switch it around because Albon looked good at the beginning of the season last year. Sainz started to look hell of a driver at the end of the year. And I think if Sainz would have been more himself up towards the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, and had a full consistent year, like really well packaged, and Albon didn't lose out a lot, I think they could have been 4 this last year. And I think they could have beat out Ferrari. And I think they could have been there. So that's my constructors. So let's dive into Michael's constructors. Start with your number 1, Michael.
All right, number 1.
I swear to fucking God, if you say Red Bull, I swear I'm going to slap
I thought
you.
I was going to be smart. Listen here. I thought I was going to be smart and pick Mercedes and be like the odd one or whatever. God, Sean, God, I had to steal my thunder. Anyways, so I got Mercedes going first, just based off the fact of how well George did toward the end. I really feel like Kimmy learned a lot this year. Aside from his don't let Lando pass you at the end of the year, but anyways, so Mercedes first. I think Red Bull is going to have they're going to have a better year this year. I think Isaac is going to be the deciding difference. I think Max is going to be Max. I think Isaac is going to hopefully be the driver that puts it all together, that can race right there with Max, and be a good teammate.
So Red Bull
Just
2?
from the what? Yes,
Red
two.
Bull 2. Okay.
Red Bull 2. Yeah. Just from some of the interviews and different things I've watched on Isaac since the end of the year, like he's super excited. He wants to learn from Max, and I think that's going to be the difference. He wants to learn from Max as opposed to everybody else feels the tension of trying to be Max's teammate.
Who you going 3?
I'm gonna be a little bold. I got Williams being third.
God.
I gotta
probably
hear
gonna
this
kick
one.
myself for saying that. Okay, so I was really impressed with Williams at times this past season. I really was. I feel like McLaren's gonna be 4 on my list. I really feel like basically the way things went last year, like it was so up and down between the two drivers. I just think this year is just the cracks are gonna keep cracking, and one of them's gonna get their feelings hurt. One of them's, something is gonna happen at some point during the year. I think they're not gonna do as good this year because it's gonna be I'm the number one driver. No, I'm the number one driver. Like it's just too much back and forth kind of thing.
I've got the number 1 on my car. I think that's going to be too much pressure for him.
You know what that number 1 stands for? He's number 1 in Zach Brown's heart. That's what that means.
All right, who's your number 5?
My number 5 is I'm gonna go Aston Martin, but I kind of want to do the Racing Bulls. I was kind of
Which
a
one?
little bit, yeah.
Pick one. You gotta pick one.
He did. He said Aston Martin.
You didn't say it.
Yeah, Aston Martin 5.
Man.
I've read some articles and stuff on the new guy that the Racing Bulls is bringing in. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I really think he's going to have a year similar to what Isaac had this past year. I think I think he'll start off a little bit slow, but I think once he gets used to it and everything, he's going to surprise some people, I think.
All right.
So, I mean, I probably just blew up my top 5, but whatever. I mean,
All right, Timothy.
I'll take the dummy leagued off of you.
All right, Timothy.
Let's just.
Are you going to be bold, or are you going to just say Red Bull right off the
He's
bat?
gonna play it safe. You know he is.
Let's just go ahead and say this. We all wrote these down prior to this podcast. Like we had no idea.
Are you changing things up?
I have to say that because mine are really close to Sean's. Like really close to Sean's.
All right, give it to me.
My number 1, Red Bull. Gonna go Red Bull this year. Yeah, we didn't have a number 2 driver last year that could stay consistently getting enough points. Enough points. Like, yes, he did get some points, so I'm not going to knock that. But enough points to keep us toward the top.
Can I ask you something really quick, because this is going to bug me.
Okay, go.
Who started with Max last year?
You talking about Checo?
No, who started with Max last year?
Lance started with it.
Who did? What? Oh, yeah. I know Liam.
You know, hold on. For everybody to understand, Tim was very, very high on Liam Lawson.
I was.
Very high on Liam Lawson.
I feel like either...
He let us all down. That's what he did.
Hold on. I'm not going to throw him under the bus that easy. Did he let us down? Yes, there was a letdown. But do I think it was all him? I don't know. Some of it was probably, hold on, some of it was probably the pressure. And then two is they put so many people in that seat back to back to back to back to back, and they all performed the same. The only person that even scored points was Yuki. I'm just saying.
Drive the fucking car.
I understand that. But
They're all supposed to be the top 20 drivers in the world. Drive the fucking car.
well,
I
Stop
will
giving
say
me this
this:
damn
Max
excuse.
didn't have the best of cars this year, but he drove the damn wheels off of it
Stop giving me the excuse. It's
and
built for Max.
almost
It's built for
took it
Max.
back.
it was.
It's
but
not.
the different, it was. That car was, it was built for Max, especially after 2020, I would say. We saw the progression, like his phenomenal year in 23.
That's
So,
because
yes,
he can upgrade with it.
the car,
No one else
the car
just
was,
upgrade with it.
the car was built for Max, and I don't think some of the other drivers could handle it. I mean, we've even heard some interviews by them. But anyway, that being said, the car's not built around Max going into 2026. The car's
Okay,
just
so
built.
I'm gonna X mark your thing right now because there's been an interview with good old Sergio Perez
I've already
stating that he was faster than Max in most times before he was let go.
He also
But if
I
it's
heard that.
Max, it's Max.
he also stated that Christian Horner had made a comment to him that the car was built for Max when he first got there. So I'm just saying.
Just saying, buddy.
Anyway,
Don't get me wrong, guys.
Red
I
Bull.
like Max. I love Red Bull. But when you get a good driver like Sergio Perez finally coming out and saying, hey, I was faster than Max. I was doing better than Max. But they wanted it all to be about Max.
Yeah, but that don't mean just totally flop off and be a turd about it. I mean, at least
Let's
drive the car, drive the freaking car.
I'll give Sergio this.
Don't
I'll give
wreck
you
it.
that one.
I'll give Sergio this. He was faster than Max at times, but those times were very small, and they were normally street circuits. Other
So,
than that, Max outran him otherwise.
I know we're way off topic, but I got to bring it up anyway.
All right, go ahead.
So
Okay, yeah,
you
let's get
could
back
say,
on topic. All right,
you
so
can
Red
say-
Bull's your first one. Who's your second
hold
one?
on.
Let's go.
I got to get this point out.
Oh my gosh.
So you could say the same thing happened to Bottas
Yeah,
when he was with Hamilton.
yeah,
It was all about Hamilton.
it was.
Because look at Bottas. Bottas could have beat him. 100% think Bottas could have beat Hamilton out for a championship. I think Bottas could have a championship. I think Perez could have a championship.
We'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. We're out of the ground effect era. So now we got a fresh start in ground. So what better time? What better time for these for Isaac to move up and then Limblad get put into that other seat to learn while everybody else is learning. I love it.
True.
So-
Okay. Back on topic, I guess.
Number 2, Mercedes. I'm going with Mercedes. I feel the same. George is coming on strong. I'm even going to go so bold to say Max and George will duke it out similar to Hamilton and Max in 2021.
Figure you're going to
Ooh.
say that.
Similar.
Figure you're going to say that.
Yeah. Number 3, McLaren. They still got 2 good drivers. I mean, you've got 2 number 1 drivers there. We'll see how McLaren deals with that again this year and their all their rules, Papaya rules. Okay, my 4 is Williams. I'm going to go with Williams. I think that engine is going to really help them move up the ladder. I feel like Carlos showed some really good signs. He's gotten used to the car now. Him and Alex will be a good pair.
Really good signs.
Yeah, really good signs.
That was a good pun, Tim.
No pun intended. And then 5, Aston Martin. I'm with you. I feel like with the engine, with Newey. I feel like they really could have a good season. I feel like Fernando needs a good season. Fernando needs finally a good season because that dude deserves it. Still driving at his age, and if he was to retire, I want him to go out with one of the best seasons he's had in the last 5 years, 6 years.
At least top five. At least top five if you're going to leave Fernando. Like, at least top five it.
Yeah.
And at least drivers championship wise. I mean, that boy should have more than just 2 world championships too.
Agreed.
With how long he's been in here.
So knowledgeable. You know what I love? I love that all 3 of us did not have Ferrari. That's all 5.
There's so many factors to that, and I think we're going to get into that coming up soon
Yeah.
when it comes to drivers. I mean, honestly, and I know this podcast is going to go way over our normal time than we would, but it's definitely needed for this one. I'm not going to go drivers yet.
Okay.
I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go with who is going to be the most improved driver and team. So I'm not going to start this one. I'm going to let Tim start this one.
Good, because I have a question. Go
ahead.
Does the most improved driver have to be on that improved team, or can they be 2 separate things?
2 separate things, 100%.
Yeah.
I definitely put my two are 2 separate things.
Okay, most improved driver, Kimi. I'm gonna go Kimi Antonelli. I think he's gonna have a very fantastic year. Showed a lot of promise last year. Now he's got them all behind his belt. Has some better ground to work with. Team, Alpine. I'm gonna go Alpine. I think they will be a higher level midfield team, but I don't think like too high. You know what I mean? Like if I was doing my top 10, I'll put them 7. I'd put Alpine moving up to at least 7th instead of being dead last. They literally devoted their entire budget to 2026. So I definitely see them, hitting the ground running and really having something to prove.
Michael?
Okay. So my most improved driver, I'm going with Carlos Sainz. I think he's going to have a good year this year. I think he showed flashes of it last year at times. And the year before that, he showed flashes of it. The most improved team, I'm going to go with Aston Martin.
Both of those are good. I like those.
Me too.
I'm dying to hear yours, Sean. Did you want to go last?
Valtteri Bottas.
Okay.
He wasn't on the grid. Or was only up.
Yeah, but shit.
He was with.
Off of how
He was with.
the last time.
He was with Sauber. He was in the tank. Crappy team, crappy engine with Renault, crappy everything, or whatever engine they had. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Crap. It's only up for that Finnish beautiful man. Now, with that being said,
I will say I debated saying Pierre Gasly as my improved driver. I
did
kept
too.
going back and forth between him
too.
and
Yeah.
the Frenchman.
so yeah. I mean, we'll see.
And then I have to agree with you, Tim. I'm going to go with Alpine.
Okay.
And it was because they have the Mercedes engine in there. They don't got the damn Renault nasty, terrible fucking engine in there no more. So that's an improvement. 100% right there.
Yeah.
You got a young, not totally young, but still young driver in Pierre Gasly,
Yeah.
who showed promise on Red Bull and on Racing Bulls. And that's why they had him come up through the junior league. So that's a plus right there too. I think their downfall will be Colapinto. I don't see him. I see him getting in his own way. In the aspect of like, what my co-driver is going too slow. Let me pass him. No, listen to team orders. Do what the team says to do, and be the number 2 driver. So I think that's what's going to hurt them, and I think that's what puts them at 6-7.
6, 7. Okay.
next year.
Yeah.
9. But I'd see them being around 6th or 7th position next year because of that reason. If it wasn't for that reason, I could see them possibly fighting for 5th.
Hey, I want to add something to what you said about Bottas. Did you hear in that interview that he's done recently, where they asked him what team was he really happy to leave? You know, like not be a part of it. He said it was Kick. He said so. Like real
I
quick.
think he
just said it.
said that a couple times.
I think he has. I think he has.
I think he should have stayed with Mercedes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think he would have been happy with Mercedes. I could have seen the next year after that was when Hamilton left,
Yeah.
and I could see them pulling George up. But I think at that point, Bottas would have been the number 1 driver, and I think he could have fought for a championship in that car. He knew that car. He showed that he knew that car.
I feel like he was in a similar position like Checo. He was their number 2, and they only saw him as a number 2, even though he had the potential to be a number 1.
Yeah.
That's my next question for you guys is, so with Cadillac coming in with 2 drivers that should be number 1s, 100%.
Yeah.
In my head should be 2 number 1s. Are they going to be stuck in that number 2 mentality because that's what they've always been in? Who's gonna finally say enough is enough being number 2 and want to take that number 1 position? Who has more balls to do it? Is it going to be Valtteri or is it going to be Checo? Tim?
I can say, and I'm going to, I'll say who I think. But I'm also curious to see how Cadillac handles these 2 veteran drivers. Will they treat it like a McLaren thing, or will they designate a 1 and a 2? I hope to God they don't do, we got 2 number 1 drivers, and then just kind of let them like duke it out. You got a friend with us joining the podcast.
What?
I'm gonna go with Bottas. Tries to take that number 1 spot. You know, really proves not only to himself but to Mercedes that hey, this is what you had, and
Yeah.
now I'm with a different team that's gonna like use me to my full potential. So we'll see.
What do you think, Michael?
I agree. I'm going with Bottas as their number 1 driver. I like what Tim said about, you know, kind of sticking it to Mercedes, like, hey, look what you lost. Yeah. I think Bottas is going to take that number 1 seat. I hope to God Perez can freaking drive and don't freaking wreck that car every other week. Like, I don't know.
I think it's going to be similar. Like, I want to see Bottas as that number 1 driver, but I think not only does Bottas have a reason to be like, fuck you, Mercedes, I should have been your number 1 and you should have kept me, but I also think Checo has he should have that same mentality going into the season 2, looking at Red Bull and being like, fuck you, Red Bull. I should have been more of a like lead dog. Why'd you do me dirty? But then again, I still bring that mentality back of it was Horner's issue. We saw so much issues with Christian Horner in that team towards the end. And I think that's why they cut him and brought in Lauren Mekies.
Yeah.
And ever since Lauren Mekies has been there, the whole team has been a whole different happy-go-lucky team again.
True.
So, with that being said, let's go to, because I still don't want to do Drivers' Championship yet. I really want to leave that till last because I think we're gonna have a lot of discussion with that. So let's go with real quick. Who wins the first race? Michael? Who's winning that first race?
Man.
Just the first person. It doesn't matter. I don't want top three. I just want who's the first winner.
Who's going to win the first race? I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say George wins the first one. Max comes in second.
Okay. Tim?
Max is going to win the first race of the season.
I didn't write one down for this one. And I think the reason I didn't write it down is for the fact that I wanted to hear what everybody else had to say about the season. and kind of discuss it with you guys because, in all honesty, I mean, anyone could win it at this point. That's the top drivers.
Yeah.
Because it's still Australia first.
It is.
I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to say Oscar Piastri.
Picking
Hometown home race. Hometown home race. Has to. He has to. He has to come out and say and do it right off the bat. He has to be like, fuck you, McLaren, for doing me dirty at the end, and you should have taken me as the number one driver.
Did he win it last year?
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
I don't remember.
I want to say he did. Like
I think he did.
I think
I think
won
he
his
did.
home race. I think.
I want to say you did too.
But
So-
that could be wrong information too, but I believe that you're right.
It could be, but we'll see. We'll see.
Now, real fast on this one, too. We'll see. Tim, we'll go quick on this one so we can get to all the conversation with the other.
Yeah, let's go.
Downhill. Who's the downhill driver this year? Who really tanks this year?
Hamilton.
Again?
Yeah, I think it's going to be worse. I think it's going to be the point where he's just ready to retire. He's just fed up with it.
Ferrari red kills everybody. Michael?
For some reason, I didn't even have Hamilton on my mind till
Just now?
you said that, and then I'm thinking
You steal it. You pick your own.
how it was this past year. Like, I didn't expect him to do like he did this past year. I really expected him to be almost like,
A top 5 driver?
I'm gonna take a step above Leclerc, you know.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed in that this year. I'm gonna say Hulkenberg.
All right. I can see that. I mean, got his first podium.
Right.
We don't know what Audi's going to look like. I
Yeah.
can see it. I'm going to go with Charles. I'm going to go with Charles Leclerc. I think it's his last season with Ferrari. And it's going to be a downward year unless everything is wrong with this whole topic about the engines and Ferrari's supposed to be dominant. I just don't see it. All right. I'll let Michael start this one off.
Oh no.
Top 5 drivers championship.
Yeah.
We start-
Okay.
Let's start with
Let's start with 5. Let's
Yeah.
start with 5 and go up.
Yeah.
You take it at
Start
5.
with 5 and go up. Golly, man. I do better going from the top down, but golly. All right, I'm gonna say Lando 5th, Kimmy 4th, George 3rd, Oscar 2nd, and Max is gonna take it back this year.
Okay. Timmy, 5.
Carlos Sainz. This is my bold prediction there. Then I got Oscar. I got Lando. George. And then Max.
Y'all lame as fuck. I'm just gonna put that out there.
We're what?
Y'all lame as fuck.
What? Okay. Who you got?
Okay.
Pierre.
Okay. So no, Pierre definitely in my top 5, 100%. Exactly. No. So I really took the time to think about this one, and the reason I went with the way I did on this is because of the way I went with my constructors, and so I think Alonso comes in 5th. I think Alonso will come in 5th.
Okay.
I go with Kimi in 4th. I go with Piastri in 3rd. This is where this gets a little hard
Sean.
because I'm going to hurt some people's feelers here in a second.
Sean.
So,
I'm gonna
With
pull
that
that on
being
shirt
said-
over your face and smack you.
with that being said, I am going to say that Well, give me like 3 seconds. This
Did
person
everything just
right
freeze
here.
up, or-
Yeah, see, I didn't know if it was just
I went
suspenseful
completely
or if it
Bull shut
actually
out. I
froze.
don't know what just happened to me.
He's like,
Can
That's
you
what
guys
you
still hear
get,
me? I don't
Sean.
even know.
Because you were about to
So-
say
Yeah.
Max. You don't put Max at third. I'm just playing. I don't know. You know, it's funny. It's funny, Ace, that I almost put Kimmy instead of Carlos, but
oh yeah,
I wanted to do something bold. I had to do something different. And then the rest of them, I'm like, I really do think that they're going to be there. But man, I don't know. If,
I'm really curious. I really want to watch the first two like practice things at the beginning.
yeah,
I really want to watch those just to see how everybody does with their cars, how they're gonna get used to their cars. Like,
yeah,
um,
I can't wait.
I was rereading some of it on like the all the aspects of the engines.
Hmm.
It's gonna be interesting.
Dude,
I think it's gonna be interesting to see who figures out how and what to do when,
yeah,
and they figure it out before anybody else does.
yeah. It's definitely. It's all about timing. You know, like when you deploy. You know, your attack mode, your boost. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's man. I'm so excited. I cannot
Yeah.
wait. Hey, so Sean, we were. I can't wait for you to go back and watch that. But we were like, we didn't know if it was like a suspense moment or if he really did freeze.
Really did freeze up, and I was very sad.
Dude, you were provoked.
I was very sad because I was like on the verge of having it done.
I know.
So excited.
All right, who's three?
All right, back to it, though. Let's hear
Let's
it.
see if this does this again or not. Bam! I don't know if you guys can see the background or not.
I can't. It's behind our
All right,
faces.
hold on. We'll do it. Hold on. Can you see?
The body, all I seen was the two legs coming out behind, underneath
Can you see
Tim
the
down
corner?
there.
Right here.
I'm looking.
In the corner of the screen where our pit lane pour used to be.
Not really. It's real small. Just say it.
George Russell.
For number three? For third?
No, I already said number 3 is Piastri.
Oh.
George Russell
Oh, that's right. You
takes
did.
the whole thing.
So who's number 2?
Max.
Oh, okay. I was making sure. Where'd you put Lando?
6.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, so my big old thing I was really trying to do, I was trying to get my background
Yeah.
to turn into George.
Just
So that way I could just scoot out. It would just be George sitting right here and looking all pretty. And it has he has it holding a championship trophy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm gonna go with George at number 1, and I'm gonna take Max at number 2. I love Max. I just don't see that car being as dominant as the Mercedes car Mercedes is. And I think that George really came along at the end last year. Even though his car was struggling, he still put it where it needed to be. And I think if with everything changing and everything going the way it is, I think he'll have a chance. But like I said, with number 5, I put Alonso. Alonso is built for these cars. He's been around these cars his whole life. He knows these cars. Same with Hamilton. Hamilton knows these cars. They were here before all this new stuff in it, but it happens.
It does.
So I'm gonna go with Georgie. You see what I did there, though?
That's all. What's up?
George, Max.
Don't lay him down, George. Don't lay him down.
So George, I know that I have come out and said that I don't see you as a number 1, and I don't see you winning a championship, but I see it this year.
He's got the drive. The drive
He's
is.
got
He
the
does.
hunger. I mean,
He really does.
if you look, one of the podcasts I listened to recently just made it really it hit me in the head with George. And George came out around the same time as Lando did. And when you look at it, football, for instance, George was that number 1 draft pick, one of one. And Lando would have been like still in the first round, but like a 5th or a 6th round pick. Like not coveted like George was. And George was supposed to be this big time driver to come in and take over for Lewis. And I think he has to show it this year. He just got a new contract. He just took control of the team, and he needs to do it now, because if not, Kimmy's going to take that number 1 role. And I see Kimmy being with Mercedes for a very, very long time. And George has got a small window. And now that he saw Lando win the championship before he did, that's got to irk him, and that's got to make him more hungry for that championship drive.
Agreed.
I will say I thought George like really applied and pushed himself those last 4 or 5 races. I don't know if you necessarily say he had more of a drive in him during that time, but I mean, he showed us the potential that he has. So I'm looking forward to him having a good year. I really do.
Same here. And I know I bashed on him a lot, but when I heard that, I was like, man, if that was me sitting in that seat right now, knowing that you got a young 18, almost 19-year-old kid nipping at your heels, and you've been with that team for a very long time, and you're supposed to be this next head figure like Hamilton was, you got to do it now, especially seeing Lando take it like he did this last season.
Oh, yeah.
You have to go for it. You have to.
I think George is also one of the few people who's not intimidated by Max.
By Max?
Yeah.
Which says a lot, you know, in his racing, and they have a little bit of a rivalry, which is going to be so fun to watch. So fun to watch. Sean and Hayes, I don't know if y'all want to do it. Do y'all want to do, like, what do we predict the points difference is going to be between 1 and 2?
Ooh.
Should we even do that?
That's scary because, this year was 2. And the year before that was a lot more than 2.
I know.
A lot more. I say we come back to it
Mid-season?
3 or 4 races in.
Okay.
Just for the fact of, like, that way we know kind of where everything's at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the 3 to 4 races will give us a good picture of who's going to be dominant and who's not going to be dominant. Is this, for some reason, going to be a runaway like when Max was running away with it and Red Bull was running away with it?
No.
Like, is it going to be that again? Is it going to be a tight-knit race like it was this last year? I think we kind of can tell within the first 4 races whether or not it's going to be tight or whether or not it's going to be ran away with.
Let's shoot for like making that prediction between the 4th and the 5th race.
Cool. I'm down with that.
All right.
So, interesting.
Hey, write it down, note boy.
Write down. Hold on.
Official. We don't have much longer, guys. we're
We really
halfway
don't.
through
I was
January.
looking.
They start
Those
testing.
practice sessions start in February.
They start testing. Yeah.
I feel like, hey, dadgum, we're just now getting into the Formula E, and then we're gonna get shoved right back into Formula 1 again. So
I know.
I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Well, and I'm gonna put it out to the audience now because I have spoken a little bit about it. I'm gonna try to get our podcast done Sunday, either afternoon to Sunday night, so it can be out ready for Monday morning, and then Wednesday, so we can have it ready out for Thursday. So expect between Sunday night to Monday morning, and Wednesday night to Thursday morning, podcast coming out of us and getting us ready.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm excited.
On that note, has anyone else got anything fun and fancy?
Fun or fancy? No.
Not me.
Nothing. No fun, fancy, nothing right now.
I'll have something for next time.
You have something for next time?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, man, at this point in time, let's kick that beast, boys.
Clocks tick fast, but we're standing still. Adrenaline rush is the only thrill. Beneath the lights we live for more. This is our home at Pit Lane Port.